Hello everyone, welcome to my live event. Today I'm going to talk about misconception about Taekwondo. I wrote it down here, misconception about Taekwondo. So what do you know about Taekwondo that prevent you from learning it, from practicing it, from sending your children or even yourself to know more about it? So today I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to hopefully convince you that certain disbeliefs are not true. So certain disbeliefs may hinder you from learning Taekwondo. First of all, what do you know about Taekwondo? Some people call it Taekwondo. Some people call it Taekwondo. Some people call it Taekwondo. Taekwondo have 3 slivers. Again, I'm going to write it down here. Taekwondo, Taekwondo, T-A-E here. Maybe I put it a little bit back. 1 minute. Okay. Taekwondo here. So, T-A-E, people call it Tae or Tai, and then the second one, Kwon, K-W-O-N, people call it Kwon or Kwon. So the last one is Do. So you combine 3 syllables, it becomes Taekwondo. If you break it into pieces, Tae, it means any techniques to do with your legs or your feet, your knee, your shin, your hamstring, all part of Tae, okay? Is your legs. Clearer. Now, Kwon, anything to do with upper body techniques. Normally people say is punch. Well, for this part of Taekwondo, I'm going to talk about Kwon relates to any techniques that relate to upper body. So anything to do with punch with your hands. If you use your hand to grab a fist, that is Kwon, or that is like punch. Okay, elbow, knife and chop, upper body block or forearm block, overhead block, lower body block, all related to Kwon. So I would say hands, related to hands, okay? Now, what do you know about Do? What do you know about Do? Many people may not understand there are 3 syllables in Taekwondo. Taekwondo is leg, hands, and then Do is actually the philosophy or a way of life. You may say, what kind of way of life, right? Do is a kind of philosophy in the movement of physical activity, or you can call it martial arts. Martial arts, for me, I have a background in physical and health education. Martial arts is a type of movement education. You can talk about a type of physical education that relates to the philosophy behind it, because every techniques, every movement have its application, have its philosophy behind it. So Do, I can say, is a way of life, right? Make sense? A way of life or philosophy. So now you have all the Taekwondo definition. What are the other misconceptions you may have about Taekwondo? You may say, oh, Taekwondo is a way of life. Is it a kind of religion? I will consider it misconception number 1. Taekwondo is not a religion. I know some people may classify it under religion. It really depends on who are the instructors or who are the masters, or what are the contents, or what are the curriculum that in the school system, right? That are in the school academy. So religion, you can talk about faith. What is religion, by the way, right? And normally people relate religion to God or philosophers or a type of cultural belief. So there are many definitions of religion. But then in Taekwondo, people sometimes classify Taekwondo as a type of religion besides a type of martial arts. Again, it really depends on the philosophy, the background of the masters who are teaching Taekwondo. As for me, my Taekwondo school is based on holistic approach. Holistic means overall. All components are interrelated. Holistic in terms of physical movement or physical exercise or physical activity. Also in terms of mental strength, mental toughness, mental training. Meditation is part of the mental training. Breathing exercise or breathology. You know, there's a scientific method of breathing, also part of the mental training, as well as the emotional training. So they all interrelated. So I call it holistic approach in teaching Taekwondo. I believe holistic Taekwondo is the best approach to have optimum Taekwondo performance. Do you believe that? You can leave me a comment below. Now, Taekwondo is holistic martial arts. Do you agree with it? It really depends who is teaching Taekwondo. Again, this is another misconception. So misconception number one, Taekwondo is a type of religion. I do not agree. I hope you do not agree. If I teach Taekwondo based on scientific approach, okay, my holistic approach is also based on scientific approach. So it is not a religion, but it's a type of training system that can improve your physical fitness, your mental fitness, your emotional fitness, because meditation can calm you down. Breathing exercise, breathology, scientific approach of breathing can calm you down, make you feel more confident, make you more self-control, make you more in control of your life situation. And scientific approach also relates to how to eat well, because in Taekwondo, we do a lot of movement education. We also need to learn about how to eat well, because what you eat is what you eat becomes what you're going to perform. I hope I say correctly. Whatever you eat inside, or whatever you eat and put it into your body, you will become, whatever you eat, like put inside your body. Like if you eat junk food, that may affect your health, and you may become junk. I don't know. But if you eat healthy, you're going to be healthy or healthier. So in my holistic Taekwondo, I teach about how to eat well. In holistic Taekwondo, we also talk about how to exercise better so that we improve our strength. If you look at my first video, I talk about the benefits of doing Taekwondo. I mentioned there are 11 benefits for those who are practicing Taekwondo. 5 benefits is based on the fitness and health related. The other 6 benefits all related to skill fitness in practicing Taekwondo. So misconception number 2, what are there? Misconception number 2 for Taekwondo, people always think that Taekwondo is very dangerous. It's a dangerous sport. When you learn Taekwondo, you may break your bone, right? You may break your leg, you may get bullied, you may get punched in the face. Maybe they have that kind of influence from watching too much movies, right? When you watch movie, people who are fighting, they normally get hurt, right? They got punched, they got hit to the head or hit to the tummy, and that looks dangerous. Well, in reality, we are not in movie setting. In reality, in my opinion, it is not, unless you were taught Taekwondo in a non-scientific way. I know there's some very old method. They say no pain, no gain, right? You have to learn, you have to practice really hard, really hard. Then you got better, right? It is not 100% true. You must train hard, but you also must train smart. What is smart? Smart means you have to know how to train so that you improve your performance, improve your health, at the same time, prevent injury. At the same time, prevent any negative consequences of practicing Taekwondo. Well, Taekwondo is just another sport, people may say. Yes and no. Okay, let's go back to Taekwondo is a dangerous sport. It actually depends on how you teach it, how you absorb it. It really depends on the belief of the instructors or the master instructor or the belief of the practitioner. If you want to use Taekwondo to attack people, like without any reason, of course, this is danger, right? But if you learn it in a scientific way, you learn it in a holistic way, it is not dangerous. It is not a dangerous sport. In fact, it is a sport that can improve your health, your fitness, but also your skill fitness. Now, the third conception about martial arts, what it is. The third conception is martial arts is only for kids. Nowadays, you can see many Taekwondo school and many martial arts school. Parents send their kids to learn Taekwondo or to learn martial arts, karate, judo, jiu-jitsu, and they always thought that Taekwondo is for kids. It is not true. I know kids may pick up Taekwondo a little bit faster because they may be more flexible. It is not 100% true, because if you practice, you can improve your flexibility even though you are not a kid. Okay, and Taekwondo can improve your physical fitness, or the 11 benefits I mentioned in my past video. You can check it out through my page. Taekwondo can also improve your agility, mobility, right? Taekwondo can also delay your aging. Delay you from growing old too fast, because when you practice Taekwondo, when you do it properly, you improve your fitness, you improve your mental strength, you improve your emotion, and also improve your posture. Because when you grow older and older, your posture tends to hunch, right? You tend to walk this way. But Taekwondo, taught me how to stand tall. Shoulder back, chest out, shoulder back, and feel more confident when you walk. Okay, you don't walk like that. You don't walk like that. You walk chest out, shoulder down, look up. Okay, also because of the Taekwondo training and homestay and pattern, you must have a proper posture when you execute any techniques. Otherwise, it will not work. You may lose balance. You may not have the agility to execute proper techniques. So I already mentioned 3 misconceptions. So I talk about Taekwondo is not a kind of religion. Taekwondo is not only for kids. What else did I mention about? Taekwondo is the next. I already mentioned 3. You have to go back and refer to my recording. Now the next one, all the martial arts are the same. This is the 4th misconception. People think that all martial arts are the same. You just go there and kick people, hurt people, or you learn Taekwondo or you learn martial arts to defend yourself, which is true. But not all martial arts are the same. Okay? For Taekwondo, it is well known for its leg techniques, fancy kicks, right? For karate, very well known with their low stance, a lot of upper hand, very nice punching, very nice block, right? Very nice block. But Taekwondo also use upper body techniques. Taekwondo also have punching or blocking, but because of the promotion in Olympic Games, people tend to use legs techniques. But in reality, you learn a lot of upper body techniques in Taekwondo. So in my Holistic Taekwondo Academy, we learn upper techniques, upper body techniques, we learn lower body techniques, we learn all kind of techniques in Taekwondo. And for Judo, even though it's a type of martial arts, I'm sure they learn kicking and punching, but from our understanding, Judo is more about like wrestling, right? You grab people, make them lose their balance, and you try to flip them, and that is Judo. Judo similar to wrestling. It's not the same, but looks similar. Similar is not the same. Now the next one is, I already mentioned 4. The next one is Taekwondo is only for fit people, or martial art is only for fit people. And people tend to feel so scared, so worried to learn martial arts. I have friends ask me, can I learn Taekwondo? I'm already 40 years old. I'm not fit, I'm so not fit. I don't feel like learning Taekwondo because I'm so not fit. I can't even lift my leg. I can't even run or even walk for 1 kilometer, for example. This is really a misconception, a ton of misconception. Taekwondo is for everybody. If you're not fit, that's the best way to learn Taekwondo. If you're not fit, I encourage you to pick up Taekwondo, because Taekwondo can make you healthier and also fitter, or more. You're gonna be more and more flexible. Flexibility is a type of fitness. Taekwondo can help to improve your agility. If you think that you can move fast, but because of the training drills, the footwork, Taekwondo can teach you to be able to move a little bit quicker, to be able to react faster. Now, the other misconception is Taekwondo is a martial arts, or Taekwondo is a sport. They both are not 100% correct, because Taekwondo is a type of sports. If you talk about Olympic Games, yes, it's a type of sports, because in order to be included in the Olympic Games, you have to meet the definition of sports. Because if you create a games and you want it to call a sports, you have to meet a certain criteria. You have to meet the criteria of the Olympic Games. For example, if you want it to be included in the Olympic Games. If Taekwondo is not in the Olympic Games, people may not think that Taekwondo is a sport, right? And people say that Taekwondo is a sport only. It's not a martial arts. Taekwondo is not a martial arts. In my opinion, it is not true. Taekwondo is a type of martial arts from its origin. Originally from Korea. If you read the history, you can find it out from online search. Nowadays, all the information are available online. Taekwondo is a type of martial art because it started from the philosophy of martial arts. Kicking, punching, how to protect yourself, how to attack, how to defend, and there are a certain philosophy behind it. So Taekwondo is a type of martial arts. Taekwondo is a type of sports, yes, in the modern world. So I know some school, they only teach martial arts type of Taekwondo, and some other school only teach sports type of Taekwondo. In my Holistic Taekwondo Academy, I teach both martial arts and sports. It really depends on the practitioners or student, which one they want to focus more. But normally, it is good to have both, because they will improve your overall performance, right? I mentioned that is a type of holistic. Well, if you have the martial art perspective, that will improve your sports. If you know the sports perspective, it will improve your martial arts performance. They work hand in hand together, interrelated. All the components are interrelated. Now, what is other misconception? The other misconception is Taekwondo is not for all people. As people say, as I mentioned before, Taekwondo is only for kids. Then people ask, what about all people? How old is too old? I, myself, I'm already over 50. Although I learned Taekwondo when I was a kid, but I took a break when I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was so busy with the kids, raising my kids. I did not really compete, although I do some training. I do keep up my fitness. From my observation, Taekwondo is also for all people because Taekwondo can improve their cardiovascular, because you need stamina to practice Taekwondo. I'm not talking about running. Running, yes, you need stamina. Even old people can run. Senior people can run. You know, senior, if you check the 10-kilometer run, the marathon, especially 10K. Recently, I went to run 10K at the Mont Tremblant in Quebec, Canada. You know, the top runners, they are all older than me. I feel so, what do you call that? I feel so, so bad that I should have trained more, but I did not train for the 10K, but I did manage to finish the 10K. But the top 3 runners in my age category, or in my category, I would say, they are all older than me. Even category that are older than me, they divided into category based on age. 60 years old, they run faster than me, and they even run faster than many young people. So if older people, senior citizen, can run fast, of course they can do Taekwondo. I know people say, oh, I'm not flexible enough, the kids are so flexible. If you know proper stretching is a way to improve your flexibility. In order to have flexibility, you need to improve your strength. Stretching improve your strength and the tone of your muscle, but also stretching can improve your flexibility. It's not only stretching that improve your flexibility, you also need muscular strength, muscular endurance, and that comes with Taekwondo training. So Taekwondo is also for senior citizens. It's not only for kids. So this is a misconception. I do encourage senior citizens come and learn Taekwondo because it is really fun. It is really fun. Why it is fun? Because you learn all type of movement. It's not only running. Sometimes running is fun when you have a lot of scenery to view, to see. You run, you pass the bridge, you run, you pass the river, you pass the waterfall. That's really nice. But generally, when you run too long and you run at the same location for a long time, I'm talking about like for 1 hour every day, up to a point, you may get bored, right? You look at the scenery all the same, all the time. But in Taekwondo, you learn different techniques, and you have you do running as well, because that will improve your stamina. Another misconception is like, oh, Taekwondo, you don't do running, you don't do strength training, you only kick and punch, right? It is not true. Holistic Taekwondo, you do techniques, yes. You do pumse, yes. You do how to kick faster. You do how to kick proper technique, proper side kick, proper back kick. But you also learn how to, improve your muscular strength, muscular endurance, your cardiovascular. Therefore, it is advisable we go for a run or like jogging. Well, in Taekwondo training or in any martial arts training, they do some jogging as part of the warm-up. I don't think that is enough unless they can do longer running. But then they do a lot of kicking. Yes, if you do a lot of kicking, that needs a lot of cardiovascular, because when you kick, you need to breathe, right? And when you kick fast, you have to breathe faster. Kick faster, and then eventually that will tire you, right? So again, if you know how to do proper training, that will prevent injury. And the next conception is, oh, when you learn Taekwondo, you're gonna get injury. And how about me? Like, I'm getting old, I don't want to get injury. It's actually not true. Taekwondo, if you know how to do properly, if you get an instructor or master teachers that know how to teach you in a scientific method, in a scientific way, and in a holistic way, injury can be prevented. Injury can be prevented. In fact, if you do it scientific way, your muscle could be improved, could be stronger. That will prevent the injury. Injury happen. Why? Injury happen because of the weakness of the muscles, right? If the muscle is weak, if the tendon is weak, if the tendon, like ligament, is weak, if you don't do a lot of strength training, eventually you may easily get sprained ankle or strained ankle, right? Or pull your hamstring. Therefore, when we do physical training, the instructor must have some fitness background, right? I'm not saying that the instructor must be really fit. The instructor must have the fitness scientific background. For example, I'm a certified fitness coach. I'm also did my undergraduate in kinesiology and bachelor of education in physical and health education. Besides that, I did my master's in sports psychology, human kinetics, and also my PhD in education psychology relates to adult education. Yeah. So the instructors must be certified in certain fitness or certified in national coaching certification, or have gained the experience in teaching Taekwondo. Now, another misconception is Taekwondo is only for girls. It's only for girls. No, sorry, it's not for girls. Taekwondo is only for boys. Taekwondo is only for men. When I first started learning Taekwondo, there were not many girls, and I trained a lot. And I was told that, oh, you are a girl, you should stay home, help your parents, help your grandparents, help them clean the house, help them do some cooking. I do understand that it's important, but then if they have a misconception that Taekwondo is only for boy, is only for men, and that is not true. Nowadays, more and more women or girls pick up martial arts because that can improve their confidence in terms of self-defense, in terms of presentation, in terms of physical fitness. Nowadays, I do encourage women or girls to learn some martial arts, Taekwondo especially, Holistic Taekwondo. You learn all the components of fitness and mental training, emotional training, strength training, nutrition training, and so on. Women should learn Taekwondo because that will improve their self-confidence, that help them. Taekwondo helped me to become disciplined, have self-control, they have independent. I learned so much from Taekwondo. When I was a kid, I got sick all the time. And that's why my mom sent me to stay with my grandparents since I was 4 years old. I was told that I got sick all the time, and I was told that I was weak. Maybe I didn't get enough physical activity. So I was raised by my grandparents since I was 4 years old. Living with my grandparents only me without all my siblings, I felt lonely. I felt that I have to take care of myself because my grandparents are growing old. They are late grandparents. They passed away long time ago. But at that time, I felt that I could not rely on my grandparents to take care of me. And I was so bored. So my late uncle asked me if I like to learn Taekwondo. And actually, Taekwondo gave me motivation to do many things. Taekwondo taught me self-discipline. Taekwondo taught me self-control. Taekwondo taught me how to be independent. Taekwondo taught me how to teach people, how to help people. Taekwondo also improved my health at the same time because exercise improves your health, physical health and mental health. And another misconception is Taekwondo is for violent people. Taekwondo is very violent. As I said before, Taekwondo taught me self-control. Really, self-control. Many people thought that when you know martial arts, you tend to be very violent. And that is not true. In Taekwondo, we learn about self-control. You know, in the Do here, that is the importance of Do in Taekwondo, the Do, a way of life. We learn about the philosophy of Taekwondo, especially the 5 tenets of Taekwondo. Self-control is one of it, right? One of the tenets in Taekwondo. We learn self-control, how to self-control when we are angry, when we are frustrated. We just don't punch people, we don't kick people, right? We must learn how to absorb it using breathing exercise and also express our frustration through punching to the punching bag. You know, punching bag is actually really good punching bag. I have a small punching bag here. I can show you here. Yes, you see that? That one. I used to have the big one hanging from the ceiling. When you are frustrated, you punch to the punching bag. That will really help you. That will help you to release your stress. If you feel angry, you don't hit people, you don't punch people, you just punch the punching bag. I encourage you to get a punching bag. It's actually really good. If you feel frustrated, if you feel angry, you can just punch the punching bag. I feel so angry. Punch. Okay. Right? So, yeah. And the second tenet of Taekwondo, we learn about respect. How is it violence if we learn about respect? Unless you don't want to believe it, unless you don't want to apply it, right? And people say that, oh, if you do this, you're gonna be the MMA champion. Although you want it, you have the goal, you have the vision, but you don't know. But you do not know if you do not know how to, apply it. If you do not want to apply it, eventually you may not be able to achieve your goal. So even though in Taekwondo we learn about, or I teach about self-control, I learn about respect. If I don't believe it, if I don't believe respect is a way of life, it doesn't work as well. So respect. We respect the seniors. And I learned to respect my seniors. I respect any belt that are higher than me. So when I was a white belt, I bow to everyone, right? White belt, you have to bow, bow to yellow belt. You have to bow to anyone who have a higher belt than you. Right now, I'm black belt. Yeah. Right now, I'm black belt. See that? Black belt. Yes. But when you are white belt, you learn about respecting people who have higher rank than you. It's like in the military, right? You salute to people or to officers who have a higher rank than you. So similar in Taekwondo, when you're white belt, you bow to people who are yellow belt, even though they are just a kid. So in Taekwondo, you respect people who are older than you, but you also respect people who have higher rank than you, just like the military, right? Also, just like in the workplace environment, your boss is higher than you, right? In terms of ranking. So you have to respect them. And yeah, in Taekwondo, we learn about respect. In Taekwondo, we learn about humility. So another tenets of Taekwondo, humility. So if people said Taekwondo is so violent, don't learn it. You know, people in Taekwondo, they are very cocky. People in Taekwondo are so violent. They like to kick people. You know, they like to bully you. In fact, a true martial artist, they are true humble people. If a martial artist or Taekwondo people, they like to show off, I don't think they have learned the true meaning of do. I don't think they have learned the true meaning of do in Taekwondo. If the martial people, they like to bully people, they always think that they are the best in the world. Of course, mentally, if in competition, you have to think that way. It's just a game, right? But in real life application, whenever you are with your family members, right, or with your husbands or with your wives, of course, you need to show true humility. And humility can make your marriage last longer, can make any relationship, friendship last longer. So in Taekwondo, one of the tenets of Taekwondo is humility, and humility is a very important element in the Do, a way of life in Taekwondo. That's the true meaning of Taekwondo. So in humility, I'm not talking about when people hit you unnecessarily, you have to be humble. Oh yeah, sorry, oh yeah, you hit me. And that is bullying, right? That is harassment. And it's not humility in a way, but you know that sometimes in order to avoid conflict, when you put yourself a little bit down, not to be bullied, but just to humble down, and that will improve the relationship. So yeah, that is why we talk about Taekwondo. We learn and I teach about the Do. It's very important. It's not about kicking and punching. Kicking and punching is the Te and Kwan. That is just kicking and punching. But in Do, there's so much we need to learn. And I learned a lot. So I remember when I was a kid, my father loves to have a boy, right? I'm the eldest in the family. We have 4 girls in the family. I'm the eldest. And my father always thought that, Asian family, they always think that, oh yeah, we need a boy. Boy is like the head of the family. And I always ask myself, what happened to the women? What happened to the girl? And that actually motivated me to train harder, to prove that women or girl can also do great thing as well as the men, and sometimes even better. It's not about like try to step over the men's. I'm just trying to say that Taekwondo improve our self-confidence. Also at the same time, Taekwondo also taught me to be humble. And another tenet of Taekwondo, it is the indomitable spirit, the spirit of not giving up. I know learning Taekwondo is very hard, especially in sparring. In sparring, you need to know a lot of things in order to win. Because in sparring, it takes 2 to fight. Takes 2, right? To fight. 2 people to fight. Oh no, iPhone, sorry. And it takes 2 to fight. You have to improve your physical fitness, mental fitness, emotional fitness. Besides that, you also need to study your opponents. You also need to learn the opponent's weaknesses, the opponent's strength, the opponent's coaches. There are so many variables, right? Distancing, reaction time. It's not like running, right? Run is only you. You don't compete with others. You don't, fight with each other in a competition way. Not street fighting. So in Taekwondo sparring, it takes a lot of variables in order to win. You have to know so many factors that contribute to winning a competition. So therefore, Taekwondo teaches you mental toughness, teaches you how to think in order to achieve your goal. Like, you have to be a thinker in order to win. Similar in life, winning in life is like, what do you mean, like winning in life? You need to be a thinker to win in your business. You need to be a thinker to win a medal in your sports. You need to be a thinker in order to get promotion in your work. So there are so many variables. So Taekwondo actually taught me how to think better. Now, what are the other misconceptions? I wrote down many here. Stay on for bonuses. I talk about Taekwondo it's not only for kicking and punching. It's not just a sports. And another misconception is that, oh, if you learn martial arts, you're going to be obsessed with Asian people. If you learn martial arts, if you learn Taekwondo, you may be obsessed with, Japan, Asian country, China. It's not true. You learn martial arts to improve yourself. You learn the philosophy of the Asian culture. It actually will help you to be a better person. And of course, as an Asian people, we learn the Western culture as well, so that we understand each other, so that we actually try to smaller the gap. Otherwise, the gap is too wide, then people may always have misunderstanding with each other and may have negative perception about certain cultures. So it is good to learn martial art, because in martial art you learn certain cultures, because certain philosophy in martial arts come from the East, from the Asian culture. But of course, in scientific method, I teach about scientific method, holistic approach, scientific approach. We learn about the East and the West, holistic approach and the scientific approach. Now, I have mentioned more than 10 misconceptions about learning Taekwondo or about Taekwondo. I also write down more, and people say size and strength are important in learning martial arts. Like, oh, you're too short, or you're too big, or maybe you're too fat. Just now I mentioned that I'm too old to learn, and that is not true. That is a misconception. Another misconception is, oh, I'm too small, I'm too thin, or I'm too fat, I'm too tall. No, there is no such a myth. Anyone can learn Taekwondo. And people may say, oh, Taekwondo may make kids bully-proof. When you learn Taekwondo, you are bully-proof. It is not the case. Whether you are bully-proof or not is based on your thinking skill, right? Your EQ, your IQ, your grit. It's not just the Taekwondo kicking, punching, but it's also the door that make you bully-proof or not. It really depends on many other factors. Of course, door is important if you want to be bully-proof, right? Be a thinker. But it's not 100% that when you learn Taekwondo, you are bully-proof, because there are many variables there. Now, another one is, if you learn Taekwondo, you are going to be, you're going to have a superpower, like a Qigong, like when you push something and something may fly away. Yeah, when you watch too much movies, and certain movie may have a special effect, animated effect. You do some kicking and someone's fly away. It's not true. All these are from the movies, right? And special effect. But in real life, not many people can do a punch or a kick or a certain technique and someone can fly away. And if that is true, then that person can be an MMA champion or any martial art champion, right? So that is a misconception. Now, and people think that another misconception is, oh, black belt, black belt? Oh, sorry, black belt, this black belt, right here, black belt is a deadly weapon. Is black belt a deadly weapon? A black belt is just a belt, right? It's a symbol of your hard work. a black belt is a symbol of your motivation, your perseverance, right? It's not a deadly weapon. If you use it properly, it'll make you a better person. But if you don't make use of it properly, of course, it will become a deadly weapon because you think that, oh, I'm a black belt, I'm a master. You know, you have to follow me. You have to follow my direction because everyone has to bow to me. And of course, that is deadly weapon because you abuse your power. You abuse your black belt's rank. Yeah, it really depends how you look at it. So if you apply the Do in Taekwondo, the black belt will make you a better person. Okay? Now, another misconception is that Taekwondo may turn kids into, or anyone, into a very obedient person, a disciplined person. It is not true. It really depends. There's no yes or no. If that person wants to be disciplined, want to have a good habit, he or she can have it. It all comes to attitude. I believe attitude is the foundation of everything. If you have a proper attitude, you can be a disciplined people. But if you don't want to have that kind of attitude, you do not want, you won't become, kids will not become a disciplined people if the kids do not want to have it. So the attitude training is very important also in my Holistic Taekwondo Academy. We talk about the Do or way of life, but a Do or way of life is also relates to attitude, our attitude, whether we want it or we do not want it. Yeah. And another one is, martial arts is same as self-defense. Self-defense is just a component of martial arts, but they are not the same because self-defense is just a small component of martial arts, right? As I mentioned, if you learn holistic approach in Taekwondo, self-defense is just a tiny component of the overall Taekwondo. If you want to understand clearer, I can show you here. You can see here. Here. So this is a self-defense, and this is martial arts. Okay, martial arts is bigger than self-defense. They are not the same. And I know some martial arts may not teach you self-defense. It really depends. And I believe martial arts is a type of movement education that was generated long time ago. At that time, they may not have the proper weapon to fight against the enemies. And also it's a type of movement education to improve physical fitness, mental fitness, emotional fitness. Yeah. And that's all about it for today. And if you would like me to answer some of your questions, do leave me a comments below. Okay, do leave me a comments below. And I do want to let you know that Taekwondo helped me to improve so many areas of my life. It helps me to improve my self-confidence. Want to share with you a story. My kids, not my kid. When I was a kid, I was very scared when people yell at me. I was really scared when people try to bully me, and my whole body was just like shaking. So when I was in my elementary school, I was bullied. I was cornered, like kid. You never know, right? I was cornered because I'm a good student. And normally good students are very quiet. They're very studious and they don't fight. But the bullier will think that you are easily bullied. So I was cornered and I was so scared. But because I had picked up Taekwondo at that time, they didn't know that. And I was bullied and I could not take it. I was shaking, but I could not take it. I was so scared. But what happened? I actually lift up my leg and did a psychic. I just psychic them, and the bullier fell down. From then on, they did not come near me. They actually left me alone. Therefore, Taekwondo is a good, good martial art to protect ourselves, but not to attack people. It is good skill if you know, if you need it at a certain time, you can use Taekwondo to protect yourself. Yeah, but you have to use it in a wisely, right? Be a thinker. Yeah, be a thinking athlete. Be a thinking martial artist. Now, Taekwondo also helped me to improve my health. I already mentioned that. I used to get sick all the time because of regular exercise that improved my health and improved my height, getting stronger, but not after you reach your adulthood. But Taekwondo also helped me to become independent, to have self-control, to be a thinker. Yeah. And when my late father said he wanted a boy, I told myself, if the boy can do certain thing, like the girl can do it too. So yes, do not feel shy. Taekwondo is for everybody. That's all for today. Leave me a comment below, and I hope to see you on Thursday. So today is Tuesday. On Thursday, same time, 6 p.m. I have another live session, and I welcome everybody. If you want to join me for exercise, okay, I can invite you to the screen. I can normally, you let me know. I send you the link. I invite you to the screen. Everyone can see us. You can ask me a question. By the way, this can improve your confidence million times. Okay, I send you the link. You let me know you want to appear on the screen. I send you the link and you can show me your movement and I can teach you online. So on Thursday, today's Tuesday, in 2 days time at 6 p.m., we're going to learn Taekwondo together. Sounds good? And see you on Thursday. Take care and stay strong. And remember, Do is a way of life, not only kicking and punching. Cheers and hi, goosebumps.